We're basically on a good vibe right now, bro. Basically, today, we're going to make 2 tier lists. One of Brawlhalla weapons, and one of the Brawlhalla characters. I have some really weird, no copyright music in this background now, because I don't want to listen to EDM dubstep ass, wub wub, that kind of shit. So we're gonna, maybe this. This is something I used in a video before, bro. What music is like good and not copyright so I can reclip this for YouTube and shit after? Can I use this? Can I use this? How do you know if something is oh, reuse allowed? Okay, nice. We're gonna listen to some of this then. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one I start with, because I feel like it would be easier to start with the weapon tier list. The weapon tier list could influence this. So I don't know, but we could honestly go either way. But I think it would be better to start. I'll let you guys choose in chat. What I'll do to start is basically I'll do what I think right off the bat, and then we can discuss it, and then I'll end up moving stuff around, so you get a more accurate thing to go on. So I feel like it definitely goes orb right now. Orb is like the highest. That's automatic. And I feel like spear is the lowest. But then placing everything else is kind of weird. I would put lance like pretty high tier right now, to be honest. I would put cannon in a lower, I'd put cannon mid tier. Yeah, guitars also are S tier, but I don't know if they are directly behind orb. I feel like maybe blasters, because right now they're in such a good spot. Gauntlets maybe lower than spear. That's also a tough one. I feel like they're both in the same tier. Scythe B tier? I don't know actually. I feel like it could be A tier, like just above bow, because of how much flexibility the weapon has. At peak, it's insane. Axe is like, I feel like axe is a better one's weapon than hammer right now though. This will go also B tier, and then sword will go here. Actually no, we don't even need a D tier. Here, we'll create this and then we'll discuss this. So lance I feel like is also really good right now. So I feel like this also gets to be in here. This is what I would have right now. So what do you guys think about this? It has an easier time confirming kills than hammer. That's true. No, axe struggles a little bit more because it doesn't have that true like kill combo. Well, sidelight Sarah is like it's there, but it's kind of unreliable. I feel like gauntlets are higher. I don't know, because they're in a weird spot. Like, you can play them really, really well and make them look a lot better than they are, but right now, wake-ups absolutely destroy the weapon. Why is axe so low? This is just a 1's tier list. In 2's, I feel like axe would be a lot higher. But I'm talking about highest level 1v1, axe sort of struggles because of, like, just how slow it is, and when you're looking for sidelight, you kind of have to really, like, give up a little bit of space sometimes in order to actually find that. Yeah, nah, lance definitely belongs in B tier. Hammer above sword maybe? Nah, I think the tools sword has gives it some of the best neutral in the game. It just does everything really, really, really well. Vector in S tier, he's a weapon. He's a machine. Hammer should be higher than sword. I think the utility from sword just makes it a lot better. And also, I feel like sword just wins the matchup with hammer anyway. Missed unarmed. Unarmed is unarmed actually. I don't know where the hell that would be. So this is our tier list right now. S tier we have orb, blasters, guitars. A tier is sword, scythe, bow, and hammer. B tier is axe, lance, and spear, and C tier is cannon and gauntlets. So yeah, this is that sound tripped me out from the music. But yeah, no, this is our tier list. This is the probably most correct tier list.
I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, that was Siri. That wasn't the music. That was Siri. Okay. So yeah, no, this is probably the most accurate tier list we have right now for as far as weapons. So I'm gonna save this. Weapon tier list. So now we have, I think I think right off the bat, the best legend in the game right now is Thor. He deserves to be there. That is easily. You know what? I feel like, okay, Thor is gonna be the only character in S tier, dude. Add row above. Thor. Thor gets his own tier. He literally has the best recoverability in the game with Ensig and with Orb Ground Pound. So he gets to be there. He has better recovery options than anyone in the game. The best weapon Orb in the game. And he also has Hammer, which is his signatures are all really good too. Legitimately, that's why he's the flavor of the month legend right now. So I think he definitely gets his own tier, legitimately, or he can just be the best S tier. Do you think he should have his own tier? His legend tier list, and then we'll do both of the twos tier lists together. Because it feels weird to do one and then ones and then twos and then ones and then twos. So we'll do this. I don't legitimately think Thor gets his own tier, but I think he is the best legend in the game. By far. So maybe him and like one other legend will be in that tier. Let's just get this out of the way. Get down there. Okay. No, we'll only use these tiers. Or maybe we'll go to B. I don't know. We gotta figure out. Just because of 9 decks in the signatures, they have extra true combos that other legends don't. Like Cassidy has Blasters, D-Light, N-Sig True, Hammer, N-Light, Side Sig True, Stomp, N-Sig True. So I feel like they actually should be in the top of A tier because these guys are like separate from everyone else, in my opinion. Just because they all have these traits that make them so much better. Scarlet gets to be high tier. She gets to be A tier because I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna show you guys this right now, okay? So if I can find her, I'm gonna show you guys why she's here, and I picked Shipwreck too. Look at this, look at this, look at this hitbox, okay? This covers the entire wall. You can't be on the wall of Shipwreck against Scarlet Hammer, or else you will literally get spiked in orange and die. This kills an orange. A tier. I just remembered about that because of her signatures. Because of her signatures, especially, she gets to be A tier. I feel like those legends are just like standout legends compared to the rest. So I don't know. So that's our higher tier. Well, that was some shit. So Lynn, okay, wait, no. So we gotta think about this. I think A+ tier is done for the most part, unless we have any other last minute things to put into that. This music is trash. This music is some garbage. Okay, so you guys don't think Lin Fei is A tier? A- tier? She could be the first in A- tier. Because I feel like she, like, one legend that has a tournament placing needs to be the start, like, of the tier. This one. Actually, no. Because we have Kaya. So Kaya, Aza. Like, if you guys have ever played Zapapi or Blazy, or if you've seen them play, you would agree with me on the Aza pick there. And down Sargon Cannon. Those make him really good. Actually, I think that Cross should actually be lower. Okay. I think this is fair. I think that's fair. Artemis is like okay. I want to put Artemis above Cross. So I'm gonna do that. For all of this tier list, it's based partly off of this weapon tier list that we made. This is like basically set in stone. The weapon tier list was much easier to actually make. and like agree upon. So the legend tier list, S tier, basically Thor is there because of the recover ability with Orb Ground Pound combined with all your other recovery options and Ensig. So he's there. He should be like, he's completely out of every other Legends League in my opinion. Combined with the good weapons like Orb and Hammer work really well together. Orb is the best weapon in the game right now. Fate is similar. She just doesn't really have a bad signature. And then Orb and Scythe are like two of the better weapons in the game. Scythe has like infinite potential basically. Orb is the best weapon in the game right now. Cassidy and Vrax are there because of 9 decks. It opens up combos that you normally wouldn't have. Like Cassidy is Stomp Ensig on Hammer, Enlight Side Sig on Hammer, D-Light Ensig on Blasters, D-Light Side Sig on Blasters. Vrax has like D-Light Side Sig or something, Nair into Ensig, D-Light Enlight on Lance. Diana, these legends I just feel like are self-explanatory. Like Diana just has good signatures, well-rounded stats. Suri is just a Suri. Sword Katars just match together pretty much. The signatures are all really good on the Suri too. Ragnar, pretty much the same as the Suri. Really good signatures as well. They all have like different. They all basically serve different purposes. Barraza, just because of his signatures are really volatile. He has really good stat spread. The defense is insane for him. His blaster signatures work really well with blasters. His axe signatures are really good as well. Like axe down sig and sig. Side sig is even pretty good on axe. But yeah. So Brynn, because D-Light and sig on spear, true combo. I'm pretty sure that's still true. She doesn't really have a bad signature either. I know her like spear down sig literally does like 40 damage at like a little bit of charge or something. Mirage also because of signatures. Sight down sig, end sig, side sig, spear end sig, down sig. Like decent stats as well. Scythe is a really good weapon. Spear just kind of works with Mirage because it makes it scary to become stacked with her because of those signatures, which is where you would usually want to be against a Spear player. Koji just because of the decks, which is nice. And then also his signatures are really good. He's like an OG top tier legend basically. Nyx because of Blasters and Sig. Blasters down sig being insane. You can X pivot that move too. And then Scythe and Sig, insane. Scythe down sig really good. Scythe side sig really insane. It's deceptive, so it's a really good move. Stats are pretty good. No real super out there weak points. Mordek's also just because of signatures. Gauntlets are literally the worst weapon in the game right now, but the signatures carry the hell out of this legend. Lucian, he's crippled by the low attack, but he's saved by his good signatures. But like his signatures are good, but the low attack also cripples those, and they're kind of predictable just because of Orb, and her signatures are also pretty good. The wall touchy thing that you can do with her gauntlets down sig is unique to her. That's really good. So Val also, okay, Val is maybe even should be a bit better on the tier list just because of Sword and Sig. It literally covers up the one weakness of Sword in that Sword doesn't have a grounded anti-air, but the Sig is an anti-air, and it kills, and it basically hits like immediately. Jala for similar reasons, except she also has Sword down Sig, which is basically like it's as fast as Sword D-Light, and it kills. I feel like Val is higher than Jala just because of that her end Sig is better on Sword, and that end Sig means a lot. Sentinel now. Sentinel because of the GC side Sig on Hammer to get back up from the edge. It adds an entire new like depth to getting back on stage because of that move. So that's really good. And then the rest of his signatures in his kit are pretty good. If you run Dex Stance on him, then honestly it covers up the slowness that he would have normally. The middle, pretty much. But yeah, no. Dusk, because of Orb, the signatures on Orb, like side Sig, end Sig, D Sig, are all pretty good. Spear is like kind of holding him back a bit, but his Spear signatures also aren't really that bad except for side Sig. Ember, because side sig on Katars and bow and sig carry the shit out of her. She's kind of a gimmicky legend, to be honest. Explosive signatures. She's also crippled by low defense, but she's quick, so that helps more. Just with general movement. You want to have a quick character, at least a decently fast character. Then Scarlet, just because Lance is in a really good spot right now. Hammer is in a really good place right now. Her hammer sigs are all really good. Her lance sigs are okay. Hammer side sig over the shipwreck wall. On that map in particular, it covers the entire wall. So you can't sit on the wall on shipwreck against her hammer, or you literally will get hit by that and you'll die in orange. Azoth, for a similar reason, just because of his signatures. His signatures are sleeper godlike. They're insane. And his weapons are, they actually are really nice. So like, I don't know. Personally, I enjoy both of them, so it's a nice legend. His signatures are so underrated though. You will get hit by them even though you expect them, bro. That's just how good that they are. Hattori, because like it's Hattori, she's just really balanced, kind of well-rounded. Just less reliable than like something like Bodvar. Kaya, sleeper really good. Her bow signatures, N sig, side sig, D sig, all some of the best bow sigs in the game, in my opinion. Her spear sigs are okay. Spear D sig is really good. The rest are just okay. Olgrim, because of his axe signatures, all three of them are really good. His lance signatures are okay. He's got good stats. He's got a lot of defense. That makes him really good for 2s. Yumiko, because there's a lot of untapped potential. Like Hammer Ensig in that 0 to death that was like on Reddit a while ago. That's insane. Both of her D-Sigs help you control space really effectively, and they have got true combos out of them. So you control a lot more space than a normal legend because they're lingering, and then also if your opponent steps into them, then you get a free like true combo that could kill. So Vector, just because his signatures are good. Lance is in a good spot right now. Like Lance is in a really weird spot right now. I think it's a really nice weapon right now. But its N-Sig is a lot of utility. You can use it to go up the wall. You can use it to catch a jump, which is actually really useful in Lance. Believe it or not. Side Sig also has 2 different forms. Down Sig on Lance is probably the worst Sig in the game. But then his bow Sigs are all really good. N-Sig is okay. Side Sig is pretty good. Down Sig is amazing. Wushang, just because of his signatures on gauntlets and his side sig on spear. Those are all really good signatures, but gauntlets kind of hold him back. Spear is kind of also a weapon that holds him back. But the signatures really help carry those 2 weapons, even though they're in like probably bottom 3 weapons in the game right now. Just fucking literally, hammer end sig is good. Hammer side sig is just Bodvar hammer side sig, maybe a little bit slower. Hammer down sig, not that amazing, but his gauntlet end sig is insane. Spikes, kills like early as hell. You can go for some, really complain. Rayman, literally only that high up there because of axe down sig pretty much, and axe end sig. You can use that to recover, similar to Thor's orb end sig. It's just worse. Orion, because of all the ranked nutters that play Orion, his signatures are really good. I mean, he makes spear work, bro. Sidra is only there because of cannon and sig. And that's all I'm going to say about Sidra. Lin Fei, she's crippled by her low attack. Her signatures are kind of lackluster, especially with that low attack. But, you know, Katars are in a good spot. Her Katar down sig is really good. It spikes, but it's like, if she had more attack, it would be even more devastating. It just doesn't do that much because of that low attack. Zol, because of his cannon signatures, they're all really good. His axe is like it's a nice off weapon to have. It helps you kill once you rack up damage with cannon. So the weapon synergy there is real. Roland, just because sword is good. Lance is in a good spot. His signatures are nothing to complain about. Lance D-Sig is really good. Sword, side sig, N sig, down sig, pretty good. Isaiah, his sigs are alright. You know, Blasters puts him up there. Like, that's just a good weapon. Blasters N sig is something. Like, it's something to be aware of when you play, because it's a scary move. Artemis, I don't really have anything to say about Artemis. She's got Scythe and Lance, and they're both good weapons right now. Her sigs are okay. Like, they do their job, but they're, like, situational. Cross, really good because of his blasters. All of his sigs on blasters are, like, really good. His gauntlet sigs are also really good, but the gauntlets hold him back. I think, and sort of stats as well. Jiro is just Jiro, bro. He has signatures that can work. They're way too situational though. They're really weird and they don't really work with the weapons, in my opinion. Except for like sword down sig. That one is kind of nice. But and sword side sig, but that signature is way too slow for it to be super useful. Dash, low defense cripples the hell out of him. Blasters are nice. Like he has a lot of attacks, so he kills early on blasters especially. His signatures are high force. He could potentially be higher than Jiro, to be honest. So actually, I'm gonna put him higher than Jiro. But yeah, no, he deserves to be higher than Jiro. But other than that, his sigs are pretty underwhelming. But like, they're usable. They're like, there's a lot of situations where you can apply them. Then Taros, just because, you know, like Axe and Sig, dude, it's Taros. He does a lot of damage. He kills early, bro. That's just Taros. And then Nai, Zariel, Caspian at the bottom, just because they're all kind of nothing spectacular. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing super amazing about them. They don't really stand out in any way. Queen Nai is crippled by her low speed and dex. That makes her terrible, pretty much. But her sigs are good, so like you could potentially pull something off with her. Caspian, I feel like, just gets the worst of everything, bro. He is a trash-ass legend. Like, legit, his sigs, except for Qatar side sig, kind of suck. And sig on Qatar's is alright. His gauntlet signatures are all some trash. Yeah, so I'm recording this just because otherwise my internet will go out. It went out 6 times when I tried to stream. So charter internet, you're some fucking trash, dude. I wanted to wrap up the video because this is gonna end up being a video on my channel. And if you subscribe to me on YouTube, bro, I'll talk closely into the microphone and maybe even do a little bit of ASMR, Brawlhalla, with some rain sound effects in the background. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the tier list. Now you're a little bit more knowledgeable. Hit that sub button, like the video, comment on the video, interact with the video, tell your friends about the video, tell them about the tier list, tell them about how I put Orion in mid tier, just for you. Just for all the Orion players in gold. Thank you for watching the video. Peace out, boys.